And with that, we've moved on to corner number 2 and handout number 2, which talks about the Battle of Gettysburg. The Battle of Gettysburg took place in July 1863 in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Again, the generals for the South was General Robert E. Lee, and for the North, it was George G. Meade. It was a major turning point in the war for many reasons. Unfortunately, it had the most amount of casualties than any other battle in the war, which had a major impact on both sides, both the soldiers and just civilians and everyone in the country in general. And for you, once you get there at corner number 2, for your handout, which is also labeled handout number 2, you're going to read a primary source. And does anyone remember what a primary source is? Remember, we looked at a secondary source earlier. Good, yeah, a primary source is either like written or is an artifact from someone or something that actually occurred in history. So it comes straight, it's not fiction, it's not drawn by someone else, it's from someone that actually was involved in that time period. So you're going to fill out a handout or a chart regarding the primary source. And for you guys, I'll just show you what the primary source kind of looks like since you don't have it. It's linked in my lesson plan, but still. At the corner, they would be given the actual primary source, which looks like this, but obviously it's kind of not really that readable. So I'd also give them a transcript that looks like this, so they're able to actually read and pick up on things. They're encouraged to like highlight and underline as they read, pick up on main ideas. And then in each student, they'll be responsible for a handout at this corner, and the handout at this corner looks a little something like this. And it says, what is this letter written by a Union soldier? What does this letter say about the North's involvement in the war? And what does this letter say about the impact on the soldiers, both the Confederate and the Union soldiers, because both sides were strongly affected by this war. So I wanted to make sure they answered both parts, and the letter written by the Union soldier has to do with both of these. So that's what they would do for that. And with that, we would move on to corner number 3, which deals with the Battle of Vicksburg. The Battle of Vicksburg was a major victory for the North in Vicksburg, Mississippi. It lasted for roughly 3 months. July 4th, 1863. If you wanted a date, 1863 would be the year to write. For who? The South had General John Pemberton, and the North had Ulysses S. Grant, which some of you may have heard of. With your groups at this corner, you're going to watch a video clip on the Chromebook that will be at that corner, and you're going to fill out a chart discussing the importance of this battle. I'm trying not to give away too much because I want you guys to figure out the main takeaways from this battle on your own. So for you guys, again, I wanted to show you. It's linked in my lesson plan, but I just wanted to take time to show you what the handout for this one, questions that I'd want them to focus on as they watch the video. Who were the major people involved in the battle, not just the generals, but kind of other people impacted by it, I guess. And then also what was significant about this battle, include which side won and like why it'd be considered significant or why I even bring it up in the first place, because there was obviously a lot of battles fought, but this one in particular has some significance, and the main idea would be for them to find at least 2 to 3 significant things that happened at this particular battle, which the video they watch should answer that for them. Then we move on to the last corner, which is talks about the Gettysburg Address, and they'd obviously get a copy of the Gettysburg Address at the corner. But for some background knowledge about the Gettysburg Address, it was a speech by Lincoln in November 1863. It motivated the North to keep fighting after the Battle of Gettysburg, where many were lost. Lincoln kind of just takes his time to tell the soldiers and everyone else to take time to reflect on the lives lost, but not to lose hope, even though they lost so many people in this battle, to keep fighting for what their initial motives and goals were at the start of this war.